Hey everyone, this is another video about the Hidden Graceland tour that I took last month, which was July 4th, 2021. And in this video, I'm going to focus on Elvis Presley's ginger jar. And hopefully you can get one for yourself, and I'm going to show you how. So again, I took a Hidden Graceland tour July 4th, and you'll see a picture that I took of Graceland there, lit up in red, white, and blue. And on the right, you'll see a picture of myself in the middle, and I'm standing with Angie Marchese and Alicia. And these two ladies are just experts when it comes to Elvis Presley's archives and all of his belongings, just Graceland itself. So it was just a real pleasure getting to meet them and taking this tour with them. They're just amazing representatives of Graceland. They love Elvis, they love his home, and they just do a great job taking care of everything and really sharing their knowledge and love of Elvis's things. So you just can't beat this tour. It's a little different than the regular tour. That's why it's called Hidden Graceland Tour. It's a tour of about 10 people. They have these a few times a year, and they advertised it as a 2-hour tour, but Angie and Alicia I think they stayed 3 hours really just answering everybody's questions. So they were just amazing. So if you have the opportunity, again, it's just a once-in-a-lifetime experience to do this, and it's just really an honor. So again, I'm just focusing on Elvis's ginger jar in this video, and this is an item that was in Elvis's dining room. So here you see a picture of Elvis's dining room, and another image of his dining room table. And here you'll see a more broad image of his dining room that I took. I did ask a question. This is just an interesting fact. So the blue curtains that you see there, I asked if those were original curtains, and Angie said yes, they were. Now, of course, on August 16th of 1977, the curtains were not these blue curtains, and the carpeting wasn't white, and there's just a lot of red carpeting, a lot of red decor. And when they opened up Graceland to the public in 1982, they changed everything back to most of the decor the way it was in 1960, just as far as the carpeting and the curtains. But pretty much everything else is just the way Elvis had it with respect to what's in the cabinets and the other items, but these are the original blue curtains that were in Graceland in the 1960s. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And just another fun fact, that marble center surrounded by carpeting, and you mentioned this was just perfect for when Lisa Marie was a little girl to play on and scoot around in her toys and tricycles and whatever she was playing with. I do want to focus on one thing. You'll notice this is actually the northwest corner cabinet. This is the northwest corner of the house, and there's this white corner cabinet. And then on the other side, which you can't see here, is a similar symmetric white corner cabinet. And I'm going to show you a close-up of this corner cabinet right here. So this will be the northeast corner built-in cabinet of Elvis's dining room. And I was really surprised because you'll see there on the bottom shelf Elvis's ginger jar. And when I saw this, I was just shocked because I realized I have this same ginger jar. So if you happen to watch a previous video about Elvis's candy jar, you'll notice that in that video I talked about not his candy jar, his candy dish. My mother had that same candy dish in the 60s, and now it is mine. However, I noticed that, oh my goodness, I have this same ginger jar. Now, this is not a family heirloom. I actually bought it just a couple years ago at an auction. Probably bought a box full of things for about $5 or $10, and this happened to be in it. But now it is a treasured item because for some reason, knowing that you have something that Elvis had in his home, I look at it now with different eyes, and now it is a treasure to me, knowing that Elvis had something similar in his home. Not similar, it's almost identical, just the patterns are a little different. And I'll show you mine and compare it to Elvis's in just a minute. And then I'll end this video with how you can own one yourself, and they're not expensive at all. So here's just the same ginger jar, just blown up. You'll see little cherry blossoms on it. It has a goldish, darkish gold type of rim at the top. The lid does come off. And then you'll see it's a grayish pattern, a horizontal streaking that goes around the entire ginger jar. So here's mine on the left, and here's Elvis's on the right. Again, identical. The goldish pattern is a little not very distinguishable on Elvis's ginger jar. The lid is the same, the shape is the same. The cherry blossom patterns are a little fuzzy because I had to blow up this image of Elvis's ginger jar, but it's the same cherry blossom pattern. Now, of course, where the cherry blossoms are arranged is different on every single ginger jar because I actually did some research online, found a lot of others that you can purchase actually on eBay, so I'll tell you how to do that in just a minute. But it looks like the cherry blossom pattern is random and unique to each ginger jar. However, they're pretty much the same, and again, I just treasure mine now. So moving on, how can you get your own ginger jar just like Elvis's? So again, I did some research, I looked online. Mainly, I just looked on eBay because there were so many available. So this was just a couple of weeks ago when I found this one on eBay, only $9.79. It has the same cherry blossom pattern, that same gray streaking horizontally across the jar. It doesn't seem to have the gold pattern at the top. So it's just a little different, but it is Japanese, and again, only $9.75. Shipping is $11, so not a bad deal. Here is another one, very similar. Does not have that gold veining at the top. This one is $19.99 with $12.70 in shipping. Here's one that's only $6.99 and it's $12.80 in shipping. And again, these are all US dollar prices and shipping from the United States. So if you're abroad, the prices may be a little different. One thing to note on this one is the cherry blossoms aren't pink. They're more of a gold color, but very similar again to Elvis's. And here is one that is extremely similar because it does have that same gold rim at the top. It's a little more expensive though at $32.99. But again, how awesome would that be to own that, look at it, and know that Elvis looked at his at Graceland. So pretty special. This is not a ginger jar. It is a teapot, but it has that same pattern, and I thought it would just be fun to add that in case you want to purchase a ginger jar and a teapot. So I hope you had fun watching this. Again, it's pretty fun looking at something in your home, knowing that Elvis had the same thing in his home at Graceland and he was looking at his. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. And if you ever have a question or you want to have a comment or idea, just feel free to email me at ccryder181935@gmail.com. And I hope everybody has a great day. And I always like to say have a beautiful Elvis day because I don't know about you, but whenever I listen to Elvis, watch an Elvis movie, for some reason my day is always a little bit better. I always feel just a little bit better, and I hope you do too. So stay safe, everybody. Thanks for watching, and I'll try to put out another video in about 10 days, 10 to 14 days.